Welcome today. We're going to be making albondigas soup. Join me as we make this wonderful hearty Mexican dish. Caldo de Albóndigas. Step by step, I'll be explaining how I make this hearty Mexican dish. So this dish is a great dish to have on a cool, crisp day. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to go step by step. I'll leave all the instructions down below and I'll explain on how I make el caldo de albóndigas. First, I take about a pound of ground beef. You want to make sure it's a good, lean ground beef. Sometimes I like using a little bit of pork. It offers a nice flavor to it. But today I'm just going to use ground beef. I add in a cup of rice. I'll add in my garlic salt, cumin, oregano, salt and pepper. Then I'll add in my minced garlic, my mint, fresh mint, minced onion, and then the last step is going to be chipotle in adobo sauce. Go ahead and put that in. Offers a great flavor. I washed my hands, so I'm going to go ahead and mix it all together and make sure it's combined really, really nicely until all the ingredients are mixed together. Forgot one more thing. So what we have to do is put in our eggs, and I have 2 eggs at room temperature. I'll go ahead and add them in. And this is going to hold it all together really nicely. So once you have everything combined, you go ahead and make your balls, and you just want to make them as close as possible. I don't like them too large, but large enough. Set them aside and then just go one by one. So we're done making the meatballs. Now we move on to making the broth, and it's really simple. I've charred the tomatoes. I'm going to put them inside the blender, and then I'm going to add in my onion. I'm going to add in my garlic. I'm going to add in my bouillon, and then I'm going to add in 3 of the chipotles in adobo sauce. It gives it a great flavor. We mix this up, and then we add in the last bit of broth, and I'll leave all the instructions down below. We add the broth in, and we mix it to a pulp. So as soon as we're done and we've created this, we want to put in our pot a little bit of olive oil, and we're going to fry this. In Spanish we call it sofreír. And so we're going to go ahead and put it in and allow this to fry up and boil up. And as soon as we're done with the boiling, we're going to move on and add in our meatballs. So the next step, we're going to go ahead and we're going to place our meatballs into the broth one by one, and we're going to leave this for about 15 or 20 minutes, and then we're going to begin the process of adding in all of our veg. One by one, I'll show you how I add the veg in. Go ahead and lift it up. It should be boiling nicely. You have it on medium heat, and add in your potatoes next, and then you're going to go ahead and cover it, and you're going to leave it covered for about another 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, after we're about 5 minutes, we're going to go ahead and add the carrots and the celery, mix it together, and then let it sit a couple more minutes, probably another 5 minutes, and then we're ready for our last step. After about 5 or 10 minutes, you want to check the potato, because that takes the longest. And our last portion is to put in the squash. And I have this Mexican squash that I purchased, and you go ahead and take that in, and that'll be about another 5 or 10 minutes max. And then just want to check. The potato is your guide to let you know if it's ready or not. So we're done making this delicious caldo de albóndigas, and let's give this a taste and see how this is. Eat it together with tortilla, and this is great. Try making this dish.